Hi, I'm Bill. Holiday! Sponsored by... No, it isn't. I'm going on holiday. At the end of this week, I've got a very long flight going all the way over to Japan, and I leave at 9 o'clock and arrive at 9 o'clock, and it takes 17 hours. I'm going to be incredibly confused, and I'm going to make some incredibly confused content while I'm over in Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. That means there's not going to be anything new on the channel for a little while because I'm away for a couple of weeks, and then after that there's obviously figuring out what I want to do with a ton of footage, and then I've got to turn it into actual videos, which is going to take a very long time. Additionally, because, luck, I was feeling a bit under the weather last week and I didn't get a chance to make a video at all. So I thought that's going to be an awfully long time for the channel to not have any sort of content whatsoever since the live stream I did. So I just thought I'd do a quick sort of improvised, hello, I'm alive, I'm going on holiday sort of a video. And I also thought maybe it would be interesting to talk a little bit about some of this stuff that sort of exists behind me in all of my videos, in case you wondered about some of it, because I did have some people comment on my last live stream saying that maybe it would be interesting to know a little bit about some of these things that you'll see all of the time behind me. So sure, this video, I'm not expecting it to cause any controversy, I'm not expecting any kind of new subscribers for this, but I'm hoping those of you who are already enjoying the channel and enjoying the content will enjoy this, get a kick out of it, and hang out and enjoy a bit of nostalgia good times. So I think we'll just go from right to left about some of the background stuff. Claudia's working the camera. Say hello, Claudia.
Hello, Claudia.
Thank you, Claudia. Over there, that's pretty obvious. That's Super Mario Bros. Wonder is, just the standard you get with the pre-order. These two are very special, Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Entertainment System. They're not boxes, the consoles are in there. I'm not going to get them out. But those consoles used to belong to my nan. The impact she's had in my life cannot be overstated. Getting me into Nintendo, the first Nintendo I ever played was hers, right there, that action set. So that always sits in the background, that's very important. The Nintendo 64 as well was also hers. Megaphone, I don't know, got it at university because it was funny. Claudia, what's that horse?
I think a Christmas decoration we forgot to put away.
Okay, cool. And the bunny?
We got that for our cat.
We got that for Rex, didn't we? Yeah, Rex got run over and that was his, so he's kind of always in the background as well. Yeah, Bomberman picked up recently. There's the new Game & Watches. Behind here, behind Devil World, which is of course also interesting, we have this little sign that says Stuff Bill Likes. Because Claudia and I, very romantically, used to make advent calendars for one another, and that was the top of one of the advent calendars that Claudia made for me one year. Stuff Bill Likes. So it's a perfect description of all of this stuff, so we've just kind of kept it there. That's Devil World, that's interesting. Watch my video about Devil World if you want to know more about Devil World. The Japanese Game Boy Micro is very special. What is this frog?
Stop asking me where various animals are from, I don't know.
Mario's 20th anniversary Game Boy Micro, exclusive to Japan. It's very nice and very shiny, and I like it very much. And there's a video about that you can watch while I'm gone as well, if you miss me. I really like this picture that Claudia got of the two cats. That kind of lights up. That's always there as well. Oh, can we get a zoom on this maybe? I don't really want to move it because it's a bit...
I'm trying.
You can manual zoom. You can move yourself closer to the object.
See, move your head closer to the object. All right, okay.
This is a picture of many, many Mario characters drawn by my nephew Tommy, who is very talented. 6 or 7 when he did those, and he's very kindly done me some new ones as well. I don't know if we can focus on this.
Yeah.
Just want to show that because that's very cool.
Oh, that is
That's
very good.
Genuinely really good.
Good job, Tommy.
Yeah, good job, Tommy. I love that. So I'm going to try and find a place in the background for that. He's done Pilot Wings because I did a Pilot Wings video. So that's going to sit somewhere as well, and that used to sit in the background. And yeah, a few other Mario characters he's drawn for me, which is absolutely lovely. That's the watermelon from Suika game, which we played a lot as well. So that's really cool. The family stuff is obviously very important to me because the whole purpose with all of these is quite a lot to share them with other people, which is why having the channel's great. It's also why having a family's great. Love that. Love sharing the games with him. He also bought me this little doodle here. Rock. Okay, so we're getting to the shelves. It's a little bit messy at the moment. After I come back from Japan, I imagine it's going to be more messy, which is kind of why I wanted to do this now, just to show some of the stuff that's here, and then there will be new stuff, probably, as much as my friend's suitcase can carry. We'll start actually at the bottom here, I think. Now, if you remember my Nintendo in Europe video, there's quite a lot about Bienengraber & Co, or Biko, the company that used to import the NES in Germany. Biko makes this box. You can buy that from them now. It's just a toy box for kids, but I've got a load of stuff in there. This is also related to the Nintendo in Europe video. I got really into these small box NES games and accidentally sort of started a collection. The last one I picked up is this one, which is Anticipation, Nintendo's first video board game. Party fun for all ages. And you can see all ages having a great time here, but no children in that picture. So some of the ages are having a great time there. That's great. Now you're playing with brain power. Yeah, so we'll definitely check that out. The guy who sold it to me promised me that it's in English. The others you can see all the time. The collection is growing. All of these have manuals because that's important, except for Devil World, because that would be expensive. If you have the manual for Devil World, or know anyone who does, hit me up. Boxed games and Game Boy, and actually not a tremendous amount interesting. I have too many copies of Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. I got a bit excited. 2 of them are here, there's another one on the top. The game that started it all. Sometimes in the background, obviously, but always in the background, subtly. And that's how the channel started. I bought that and didn't know what to do with it, other than start a YouTube channel, which I think is correct. Up here we get into a few of my non-Nintendo things. I don't have much that's like non-Nintendo stuff. Apart from Micro Machines, that's obviously Nintendo and that's British, so that's cool. I'm going to put it up here rather than knock it off. Fighters Megamix is awesome. You should play Fighters Megamix if you haven't. It's a good enough reason to get a Saturn. I don't think they're... Oh, and Knights. Those are my 2 Saturn games, Fighters Megamix and Knights. The only 2 you need. There is this copy, Japanese copy, of Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. Not like a super like rare or valuable piece or anything, but you know, my sister bought it for me and she saw it and thought I'd like it, and I do like it, and it's an incredible game. I had to get the battery replaced in the cartridge, but I did, and it works great, and it's good fun. So play Donkey Kong, obviously. You have played Donkey Kong, haven't you? You've played Donkey Kong. You've definitely played Donkey Kong 94. Oh yeah.
I don't think I have.
Okay, well you're definitely going to play Donkey Kong 94 then next time we do a swap. We sometimes swap reading for video games. I read a book and Claudia plays a video game. We last did it with this game here, Super Metroid. I mean, would you say that was a successful experiment?
No.
Okay, well we did that, and you can watch the videos, Claudia's video and my video, on the channel somewhere. Also, original Oculus Quest VR headset. Very much lost interest in that after Facebook bought it. The top is just kind of a mess. There's games that I haven't found place for yet. Zombies, it's very fun. A lot of these games are out because I was playing them with Tommy last time he came to visit, which is another reason I haven't been doing an awful lot of YouTube recently. He played an awful lot of Super Bomberman 3. He loves it, and rightfully so, it's great. This is stuff that I just haven't found places for properly yet, really. It's kind of difficult because I'm only a small bean YouTuber. I've got a shelf and I like my shelf, but I haven't got any more than my shelf. I suppose I could move the Biko box or start using that to store some games rather than the sort of cables and tap that are in there now. I'll figure it out. It's not really for you to worry about, but thank you for your concern. Greatly appreciated. There's Tetris blocks that do belong in the background. They light up, but there's no power behind the set, so I haven't figured that out yet. My friend Holger bought me this Pac-Man and Ghost slide, which is also going to go in the background the next time I redo it. The background is due an update at some point soon. So after I come back from Japan, that will probably be part of it, unless I happen to buy way too many figures in the, what are they called, Gacha machines? It's just possible that I overdo it with those. I think they're stupid now, but when I get to Tokyo, they won't be stupid anymore. They'll be incredible, and I'll need all of them. Yes, this is relevant. The History of Nintendo, Volume 3. I'm going to try. Florent Gorge? Gorge?
I think it's Florent Gorge.
Florent Gorge, we're going to go with. I'm not good at French. this is to fill in the gaps of my knowledge of the NES in France that were quite obvious, I think, in my Nintendo in Europe video. So I do hope to do a follow-up at some point and try and fill in some of the gaps of what happened in different countries and France. The Super Scope, of course, you will recognise from the very first video on the channel. That's up there. And yeah, that's my shelf. That's my stuff. So that's all. It will probably be a bit weird if I dragged it out anymore. So welcome to my house and my shelf and my things. Thank you for joining me on this brief tour. Thank you if you support the channel. I really appreciate that, and there's a join link in the bottom where you can do that if you're not and you would like to.
Wait.
That we need a cat.
We need a cat.
I know we need a cat. Had the thought the same time as you did. I don't know why we even bother talking to one another anymore. Yeah, I'll get a cat. Meow. Hello, Minerva. Good girl. Ah, we appreciate you. Everyone appreciates you.
Close up on Minerva.
Say hello, Minerva. She's a pretty lady. She's ready for her close-up. I love Minerva because she's quite happy to be called and held pretty much whenever. That's how she gets in all the videos. I never, like, prepare anything. Just at some point she shows up, or I call her and she shows up. Like, good kitty. Good kitty. And Minerva is very grateful for any support you give to the channel as well, even if it's just a like and a subscribe and all that good stuff. Thank you for bearing with me as well for this short period of hiatus. It will result in an awful lot of content that's going to be quite a bit different to the normal content that I do, because there's going to be Japanese stuff and tour vlogging and stuff like that. Sort of stuff that every YouTuber has to do when they get a flight to Japan. So look forward to that, or not. I don't know. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Thanks, Claudia, for filming.
You're welcome.
And thanks for joining me around the retro sofa for a little improvised chat about nonsense. Tell me in the comments some of your treasured things and why they are. They might not be valuable, they might be meaningful to you, but I always love like reading people's stories about like stuff they got and like why it's important to them, because that sort of, that passion and the joy of nostalgia is infectious. So, cool. Thanks. Bye.